Hello, hello.
Hey, hey, how we doing? You good?
I'm all right, you?
Yeah. Good. Okay, let me.
Yeah, where are you? I can't see you. Oh, you're there.
Yeah. Right, I think it's recording now, so here we go.
Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome to our whole team winning Tuesday night call. Thank you for dialing in. My name's Emma Karen Wilson, and I am a presidential marketing director, and I will be your hostess this evening. I am going to be interviewing the amazing John Holowaty, and he's going to be talking about the things that successful people do. So let me see if I can find. Oh, I'm froze. There we go. Mr. Holowaty himself. Hi, John.
Hey, you all right? Feel like we've done this
Yeah, I
before.
went into professional mode. Huh?
I feel like we've done this before.
You're an idiot. Right, so let's just get on with it. We've got 30 minutes or 25 minutes about what successful people do. So everybody in the call probably knows you. They know you've got an amazing story. So should we just
Yeah,
smash the
we'll
train
just go
in?
for it. I don't think we need to hear our stories tonight. I think there's plenty of time for that one. But we were discussing what to do on the call tonight, and I know it's summer. I know there's been ups and downs and one thing or another. Before I start, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for the love, the support, and everything that you guys have put out about Alex, and it's been a really tough time for everybody, and we're going to miss him like crazy. Still do every single day. It still seems very strange, but I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, to be fair. Just we're all heartbroken by it, but we want to carry on for Alex to give everybody else what he gave me, what he gave us, the love and the support. But not only that, believing in other people more than they believe in themselves, and showing that anything is possible with this business. And that's what he did better than anybody. You know his story. And he would say if he can do what he did in this business, then anybody can. And his legacy will live on through us. And that's why I'm more motivated than ever. And I know the whole leadership team is, to continue and make it even bigger and better than it ever was before. Because I know he's looking down on us right now, smiling and, laughing as Alex always was. So just wanted to say thank you to you guys, and yeah, big love. So the first thing that I would say successful people is when they join, they're excited. All right. If you're not excited about life, if you're not excited about your life, if you're not excited about your future, then it's very, very difficult to inspire excitement and to attract excited people. It's as simple as that. And I want you to think about when you were a kid and you dived in the swimming pool and did like a bomb. Remember when you were a kid, you didn't even worry about splashing anybody. You didn't care about whether your hair got wet, none of that stuff. You just dive right in there. And that's what you like when you first join this business. When you first joined this business, I remember when I saw it in 2009, the number one thing was excitement. I didn't know anything about the products, really. I just knew it was fruit and vegetables in a capsule. I didn't know anything about Complete. I was just excited about the products. And Jim Rohn talks about this a lot, and it's so true. He says if you really understand the beauty of the business, you can actually market the product before your product has even been delivered to your door. Now, that doesn't mean I'm saying you don't need to be on the products, because you do, because that's one of the other points. You need to be on the products, but I'll go into that one next. But if you understand what's possible with this business and what's possible with being an entrepreneur and owning your own business and creating your own life freedom and your own dreams and changing something, you've got to be excited about change. Because here's how it works. Do you want to do this detox program with me? What is it? I don't even know. My product hasn't even arrived yet, but I'm so excited. I've already started to make positive changes. Oh, right. Well, how do I order? Right? It's as simple as that. I've not earned a single penny from my business yet. I only started last week, but I'm so excited about it. I just had to tell you, it might be for you, it might not, but you can see how excited I am about things. I just know I'm going to be a success with it, and I'd love you to come on the journey with me. So that excitement works whether you're on £5 a month, £10 a month, £100 a month, whatever. The excitement is the start of this. Who's excited about the final 4 months of 2019? Because if you're not excited about it, you're going to struggle. So how do you get that excitement back? You need to sit down and work out what you really, really want from your life, and what was the reason you joined this business opportunity. What excites you about the business? What excites you about the product? What excites you about life? Because once you get into that mindset of being excited about stuff, that is when you become a magnet. And we've all been there. I remember when I had my personal training business, it was going down the drain. Honestly, it was freezing cold in that gym. My clients were canceling. It was snowing. And I was a negative Nigel. I was so negative. And I was attracting more negativity. It's no coincidence that the more negative I was, the more things went wrong in the gym. I was getting parking tickets. I was always getting a red light when I was in the car. Even when I was running late and I was in a rush, every frigging light was red, right? You relate to that so much. When you get out of bed in the morning in a bad mood, the first thing you do is you stub your toe onto the bed. It's like, oh my God, right? Because you're in that negative mindset. You're not excited about life. You need to be excited about life. You need to be excited about the products. You need to be excited about the business and the future of where your life is going. And the next 4 months, you can transform this year. You could have had the worst 2019 ever, but you can transform it in 4 months just by making a decision to go do it and be excited about the products and be excited about the business opportunity. Because I'm telling you now, the majority of people that join to take the products don't read the ingredients list. They don't go, oh, hang on, let me just read every single ingredient before I place the order. They hear what you've got to say. They're excited by your story. You add them into the testimonials group. If you're not using the Rhino transformation group, you need to be in there. You need to be using it, because people don't just hear the excitement from your story. They get excited by other people's stories as well. That's why it's so important you're using the transformation group, the skin challenge group, the hair challenge group, the healthy starts group, and the business opportunity group, the Rhino movement. All these are tools to spread excitement and spread the truth about what we're doing in our business. So that's the first one. The second one that's successful.
Can I just add on?
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry.
No,
I just think, is there a delay? Bit of a delay. You taught me something years ago, and it was about, you know what you said, you jump out of bed in the morning, you stub your toe because you're angry, and it was about road rage. So I used to have really bad road rage, and you said you never know where someone else is rushing to, what their reasons are that they're driving over in front of you. They cut you out, they could be on their way to the hospital, they could be this, they could be that. And it's totally changed my whole outlook on how I drive, because when someone cuts me up on the motorway, I think, well, do you know what, they could be rushing because they're going to miss their baby being born or whatever, right? But that, I never ever forgot that. And you can do the same thing with the business, right? All you have to do is completely switch the way that you think about it. And when we first started, if anyone ever said anything negative to me about Juice Plus, it just used to, like, you know, I was so excited. I believed in the product. Even I'm still the same now, but nothing, you know, nothing touched me. I had so much belief and passion for the product. It was literally like a natural vomit, you know, word vomit, because I loved it so much. And I think so many times we've been in the business a bit longer, or we've got complacent with the product, we forget that we need that passion. And when people say, oh, I'm going to join this new company, like the first couple of months, the reason they're doing well, because they've got that massive excitement again, and then it dies off, and then their business, you know, we know we're the best company, but we need to have that initial excitement with us to be able to push like we did at the beginning. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. And it's so true. It's the excitement that breeds more excitement. Because guess what? If you're excited, your potentials will be excited, your customers will be excited, and your team members will be excited. Everything in this business spreads like wildfire. Laziness spreads through your business. It might not spread straight away, But if you stop working, guess what? Slowly but surely, people around you stop working, start slowing down. If you're not using the products, then you can't expect your customers to use the products if you're not showing up in your customer groups, if you're not showing up in your free groups, if you're not showing up on calls, then how can you expect anyone else to do it? So you need to be leading from the front, and it all starts with excitement. Okay, the next thing is this. You need to know what your goals are. What do you want from your life? Number one, that's more of a vision. And that's what successful people have. They know what their vision is. They have a vision for how they want their life to look. They might not even have it yet, but they can see it. They can see the movie in their mind. They can see the pictures. When I was going for NMD, I remember getting chased out of a meeting once. I was getting in my car after leaving a meeting. I just got given my QNMD certificate at Wokefield Park in Reading. And James Sanderson, one of the NMDs, comes chasing after me. And he said, do you know what? He said, John, I need to stop you. I said, what's up? He said, you've left your certificate. And I went, I know. He said, why? It's QNMD. I said, because I'm not interested. I'm going for NMD. That was when NMD was the top position. My vision was me being an NMD. All the other bits were just stepping stones to get there. Totally grateful for hitting Q, but that wasn't the goal for me. The vision was I was going to be an NMD. I knew what I wanted my life to look like. I knew exactly what I wanted my business to look like. I had a target and I aimed for it and I kept going. And I had my product goals as well. And I've got my goals for the next 4 months for the products. Like, I want to get myself back in shape. I want to get working out more. I want to be eating healthier, drinking less, taking better care of myself, all that kind of stuff, which means when I'm taking the products, guess what? I'm more passionate about talking about the product because I'm living that mission. And it's the same with the business. It's showing up and being there, walking the walk rather than just talking about it. Okay, the other thing that successful people do is they're organized. They get organized and they've got a structure. One thing that I was good at back in the day was spinning plates, right? I would spin plates. I would just do whatever it took to get it done, which is a great skill because it was like, you know what? I'm not going to bed until I've done it. I'm not stopping until I've spoken to that person. I've not followed up with that person yet, but I'm going to message them now. It might be 10 o'clock at night, but I don't care. I've not done it. So I was good at doing that. But actually what I realized was that only took me so far. So actually sitting down saying, okay, these are the hours that I'm going to commit to doing my business. Set yourself up for success, because if it's too far, you're not going to do it. If you're setting yourself up for failure, you're going to quit very, very soon. You need to set yourself up for success. So if you know you can only do an hour a day, set yourself that goal of doing an hour a day. So you're committed and you've done it. Guess what? You'll feel great when you've done it. Yes, I've done my hour today building my business, and anything else on top of that is a bonus. If you can do 2 hours a day, great, do your 2 hours a day. If you have to do 3 20-minute slots to make up your hour a day, then do that. But I promise you this, guys, 10 years I've been doing this business, and I've done something every single day to build my business. Every single day for the last 10 years, I've done something to build my Juice Plus business. Now, some days I've done a little bit, some days I've done loads. Like today, I must have been on the phone pretty much since 9 o'clock this morning till 9 o'clock now. I've had a 12-hour day. That's included going to the gym and all that kind of stuff. But that's still building your business. That's being a product of what we do. So you need to get organized, get a schedule set, and stick to it. Stick to it for 90 days. That organization and that structure will give you the freedom that you want out of this. Okay, the next thing is events. Zoom events, that counts as an event. I don't know if you're doing this yet, but it works so well. Customer events, like doing Zoom calls for your customers, just throwing, some tips out there to them, asking, Tracy to share a success story with the other customers. It's only the same thing. If you want to inspire other people, you need to let stories do the work. Facts tell, but stories sell. Stories are the thing that are going to inspire people to stick with the product. They're going to inspire people to maybe upgrade to another product. They're going to inspire people to go walking 40 minutes a day. This is what we're in the business of, guys. It's sharing successful stories that inspires other people to do it. So if you're not doing customer calls or customer Zooms, do it. It works so well. I honestly cannot stress enough the importance of doing at least one monthly meeting with your business and your customers. It doesn't have to be called an opportunity event. It doesn't have to be called come join our team. It can just be a hangout, a get together, whatever you want to call it. Let's face it, everybody in your business is a customer anyway. So if you just do it as a customer get together, some people are going to network with people that aren't in the business. Some people are going to network with people that are in the business. It's just a way of getting people to communicate. The number one thing that we built with the Rhino movement was culture. We've still got the strongest culture in the business because of the stuff that Alex taught us, because of the stuff putting together a team ethos of a meeting where people got to share success stories. People got, and you don't even need to know the ins and outs of the business. It could be as simple as this. I'm going to get 3 people to stand up and share what's worked for them. That's it. You don't need to be a professional speaker or any of that, but getting people together, having a night out, wine and wellness, beer and business, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. You can do this to get your business culture growing. It works so well. Okay. The next thing I would say is big events. On top of the little events, getting to see the bigger picture. Edinburgh is a non-negotiable. If you want 2020 to be the year that changes your life, Edinburgh is a non-negotiable. I promise you. I've said it so many times, and people have come to me that weren't in Barcelona and they said, oh, my business isn't where I want it to be. I was like, were you in Barcelona? They were like, no, I didn't go. Guess what? If you don't go, how can you get your team? How can you inspire your team to go? Get yourself to Edinburgh with one person, just one person at least, and it will transform your whole year. If you want 2020 to be the year, get yourself to Edinburgh. You can pretty much get a coach from anywhere in the UK to Edinburgh. It costs you about 15 quid, 20 quid. You can save up for it now. We've got 3 months to go for it, to get yourself into Edinburgh. It will blow your mind. The stories that you will hear, the people that you will meet, and the things that you will feel will take you into 2020 with a totally different mindset. It'll be the best, probably the best thing you will ever do for your life and your family's life is getting yourself to Edinburgh this year. And I remember when I went to Dresden in Germany, I was sales coordinator in the business. I was a sales coordinator with a direct distributor paycheck, right? I was skint. I had to find the money for my own flight to get over to Germany. I had to share a hotel room with my upline that I couldn't afford. I didn't have any spending money. I went with no money, right? And this is the thing about taking action and being positive. I'll share a funny story with you before I hand over to Emma. I went there because I had a vision of what I wanted my life to look like. And I went to this meeting. It was all in German. I walked into the room and there was about 4,000 people clapping, cheering. The NMDs were going on the stage. And a German lady got up and she said, I'm a national marketing director, Club 39 with the company, and I'm living life on my terms. We've just bought a holiday villa in Mallorca. And I was just like, wow, she is living the dream that I want to live. And if she can do it, I can do it. And I went away that day and I ripped all my excuses up. But here's the thing, I went with no money. I'd run out of spends when I was there. And I'll never forget being at the party at the event. It was an event in March, right? In the middle of winter in Germany. And the company did a beach theme. It was like a beach club party. And we all went to the party dressed in beachwear. So I went in white linen pants and a white shirt. I looked like an extra from Westlife or a dodgy character from the Bible, one or the other, or maybe a combination of two. And we went to this event and I'd run out of money. I couldn't buy any more drinks. And I ended up speaking to a guy And Sebastian, he was called, and he said, "Hey, John, are you going to come to Music Box with us?" And I was like, "What's Music Box?" He said, "Oh, it's a really cool nightclub up the road." I was like, "What, dressed like this?" He went, yeah, it's fine. We'll all go together. We're all in fancy dress. So I was like, "Okay, cool." Yeah, I said, "I've got a problem." He said, I said, "I can't afford it. I've no money. I've run out of euros. I've spent everything." And I'll never forget this. He opened his wallet and he had like a stack of 50 euro notes. And he said, "I'm an NMD 100 club. Tonight is on me." And he gave me like 200 euros and said, "Look after yourself. Have a good night. Come on, we go together." And we went into this nightclub, and imagine this now, the scene gets worse. I'm in a hip hop club, right? Dressed in white linen pants and sandals. It was absolutely ridiculous, but I'll never forget it. And they always say, like, that's probably the one thing that I took from that convention. And I wasn't even in the convention. 4 years later, I met the same guy in Barcelona, and I gave him the 200 euros back. And I said, "Your night out is on me tonight." It's just so cool to be able to do that. So where you are right now doesn't determine where you are in the future, but you have to do the work in between. You have to do whatever it takes to get to these events. You have to do whatever it takes to get your team there, but you cannot expect other people to do what you ain't prepared to do. I can't emphasize it enough. So let's get our goals written down. This is my final thing, really. December, I want you to think about your December last year. And maybe after this call, go away and journal on it. Look at your bank balance of December last year. Write down where you were at, what you were doing, what you were thinking. Were you struggling? How was your Christmas? Because my goal for everybody on this call and everyone that's watching it on the recording is I want to work my butt off so you can have the best Christmas you've had so far. A much better Christmas than you had last year. Now, I can't do it for you. If I could, I would, but I can't do it for you. So you're going to have to meet us halfway. You're going to have to show up onto these calls every single week. You're going to have to show up on the monthly kickoff calls that we're bringing back, starting from the 1st of September. You need to be putting meetings on yourself. You need to be leading from the front. You need to be excited about the products, excited about the opportunity, getting out of bed with a spring in your step. I'm not saying every day you're going to get out of bed feeling like a 10 out of 10 superhero. Some days you're going to roll out of bed. Some days it's going to be tough. But just start with something. Just start with a little bit of daily activity, and I promise you that momentum will start to build. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for getting on, and I'll see you very, very soon. I'm running an event in the northwest of England on September the... Let me just give you the date before I jump off this. The next event I'm doing is going to be Saturday, the 14th of September in the Manchester area. Okay, if you know where the Trafford Centre is, it's pretty much round about there. So I'll be getting a flyer together. There's only going to be 100 tickets available. So let's fill the room. It's going to be an opportunity and training event called Back to School. All right, kids go back to school. Let's go for it. I mean, I'm starting now. I'm starting from where I stand, starting right here, right now to build my business. I'm not waiting for the kids to go back to school. I'm all in now for the rest of this year to turn my 2019 into an incredible year. And you can do the same as well. Cheers.
Thank you. And there's, for people that live in the south, there's the Power Day in Maidenhead the same day, so you guys can get to that. I mean, John, you shared so much. I wrote loads of notes, even though I know all those things already. Sometimes you'll need to hear them again. The only thing I want to just add on to the end, I'm not going to do my 5 because we've run out of time, and you said everything we needed, but the one thing I remember so much from the beginning is that about living the mission. When I think back to when I first started, Katie saying to me, it doesn't matter if you increase your exercise, if you show the world you do it now, you're doing more steps, you're drinking more water, you're doing meditation. If you do one simple change in your life and you start sharing that, you're going to inspire a different group of people than maybe who you're inspiring right now. And it's sometimes just about showing people, isn't it? So I've written down exercise, your kids eating more fruit and veg, meditation, or water, like increasing your water. Make one simple change from now do it from today, tonight, tomorrow, and start sharing it with people, because I'll use Claire Black as an example. I don't even know if she's on the call, she's on holiday, but she started sharing that she's been doing this Couch to 5K run. And from her starting to do it, I started to do it. And then she started a group up called Sweaty Coconuts. She's got a whole heap of women running every morning. I started getting up at 6 in the morning. I started sharing it all from, oh, the dog and the kid have come upstairs. Oh, the dog's on the lead, it's fine. So all just from Claire doing this Couch to 5K, she's inspired a whole heap of different women. So yeah, I would definitely choose something, live the mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, obviously as well as your products. Sned said, write down everything you love about your product, share that with people from the heart. Totally agree. But yeah, I just think if you find something else to add to that, whether it be more exercise, eating more fruit and vegetables, getting your kids to eat more fruit and vegetables with their products, doing some meditation, drinking more water, something, you're going to inspire healthy living in more ways than one. So I just wanted to add that. I'm on the call, babe. So yeah. Running Wilson. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm going to be inspiring. Anyway, so thank you so much, John, for sharing that with us. Next week, Emma Snedden is going to do our whole team winning call, and she is going to share how we're going to kick off the month of September, which is amazing. And then the week after, we have the amazing Sophia Moreno, who's going to talk to us all about Instagram. She's going to be doing a Southern event soon about Instagram, so have a look online for that. So we'll see you guys in a few, well, next week. Have a great week. Anything else you want to add, John? Oh, John's gone. He's had enough of us. Thank you so much, guys. Oh no, he's muted. Oh, sorry, John. Unmute you there, pal. Sorry. Oh
yeah, I'm on. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to you as well for doing the call. So thanks, guys. Thanks for getting on. We can't do it without you. Thank you to you, Emma, and we will see you either at the Power Day or at the Northern event as well. All right, speak soon.
Good night, everyone. Bye.